Hey everyone, welcome back. And if this is your first time here, I'm really glad you're tuning in to episode 2. So last week's video was a special one. We talked about how the Valor Fund strategy came to life, some of the hard lessons that shaped it, and a few interesting trade setups. One of those tickers was AMPX, and when I made the video, we mentioned that it had already made a big move. Well, within just a week, it's now crossed 600% since our original buy signal, which is pretty amazing. So yeah, that's the actual chart. That's the kind of momentum the strategy is designed to catch. And while not every trade plays out like that, it's a great reminder of why we focus on structure and process over hype. But I mean, obviously, we do love the gains as well. So yeah, if you missed that first episode, I definitely recommend checking it out. It'll give you some good context on what the whole Valor Fund strategy is about. So every Tuesday on Blossom Social, I started this thing called Ticker Tuesday, where I basically post a thread asking the community to drop tickers they're watching, and then in my weekly video, which is this one, I basically analyze them using the same strategy that powers the Valor Fund. And yeah, I give insight into what the latest signals were, the backtest results, and then if there's any new signals. So yeah, thank you to everyone who posted a ticker, much appreciated. Love the engagement, love the enthusiasm, and just keep that going. And tell your friends too. And yeah, just another quick note: we're so thankful. We just crossed 50 followers, which is pretty amazing. And honestly, that means a lot to me. This whole thing started as a passion project, something I built from my own investing, and now it's turning into a community, which I really like. So whether you've been following from the beginning or you're just finding this now, I'm really grateful to have you here. And yeah, tell your friends about us and yeah, share. So yeah, coming back to this, that was got distracted there. But yeah, thank you for all the submissions. We'll do the first 10, and then the next 10 will move to the next video and so on and so forth. Just to keep things fair, um, what I might do is I'll just run the same ticker for 2 weeks in a row, max. And then after that, if people keep posting it, I won't review it until like a month or two, so that everyone can get a chance to post a ticker. We have a good quality and mix of different tickers, and it's not the same old ticker over and over. And if you're looking for weekly updates and you're like, hey man, I really want to know what the stock is doing and I want to know if the Valor Fund is giving out a signal, then feel free to check out the subscription options um, on my website. The link is in the description, on my YouTube channel as well. And that's the best way to stay up to date. And yeah, also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys can. So, on to this week's tickers. So, we had Hood. A lot of people liked this comment. I also liked this guy's name, Cotter the Investing Cat. So, thank you for submitting that. So, Hood, yeah, it's a crazy stock. It's got a good run up. The strategy did pick up some signals just 2 months ago. So, that's May. We had a signal. You would have been up 100%. And then in 2023 would have been our last strong buy. So again, these are strong buy signals. And if you did that, that would be 900%, which is pretty amazing. You also would have had some losses if you followed it from the beginning in 2022, a loss of 28% and a loss of 31%. But in the overall scheme of things, I mean, this just blows all those losses out of the water. The next one, Johnson and Johnson, not my typical pick. I usually am picking stocks that are either small to medium size market cap, just so that usually those kind of stocks have the potential to run. They have the potential to get those 30, 50, 60, or even 900% runs. But not a bad stock either way. it is pretty high up there as of now, and we're seeing, just looking at it on a long-term view, we're also seeing a lot of newer lows, a lot of choppy action, and so it doesn't make me too confident of this stock. We do have a strong buy that came recently, not recently, actually, the beginning of this year. It's up and it's open, so it would still be, open. You'd be up 6%, and you would have also got, I guess, a couple of dividends. I'd be curious to know what would happen with this stock once it crosses 170, and I'd like to see how the stock reacts. And then also if it's gonna start, making newer lows. But yeah, I'd expect this stock to keep going down a bit for at least a while. At least that's my personal opinion. FDHY, I kind of laughed when this one showed up. I didn't expect ETFs. I only thought tickers, or I mean stocks, would show up. But again, thank you for this submission. Again, not my typical pick, but I'm also curious how the strategy would have done for ETFs. So just context, we've had the massive crash in 2020, spikes back up in the rebound, shoots back down again, and then from 2022 all the way till now, it's in this, ranging box, which is a pretty long time for a stock to just be stuck. Again, it's probably an ETF. They're probably trying to, lower the implied volatility and keep it within that range. And so you do get a bunch of strong buy signals. They all unfortunately end up hitting the stop loss. They're pretty small stop loss hits though, like 5%, 3%. But I would think just like any trading strategy or any investing position strategy, whenever there's a lot of choppy sideways action, it's very hard to see where this stock would go. We do have an open strong buy position as of 9 June 2025. It's up 0.68%, and you've got two dividends. So, yay. Okay, the next one, run. This stock definitely had some runs, let's just say that. We had a strong buy in 23, went up 80%. You had another strong buy in July 2024, last year, 20%. You had another one just a couple of months ago, April 2025, it would been up 60%. And we have an open position as of now, which is of 30th June. So just a couple of months ago, actually last month, sorry. It's down -4%. I'm really curious where this stock will go. But yeah, I'd keep an eye on this one. Just curious. QS. This also was pretty insane. We had one strong buy way back in 23, up 60%. You had another strong buy in December of 2024, but it hit the stop loss. And then no strong buy. So I was really curious, did, yeah, we missed a strong buy here, but did my strategy pick it up on the normal buys? We focus on the strong buys personally, but I'm also curious, did it actually pick up the strong buy? And so, if I pull up the report here, on the buy report, and I just go QS, so you get a lot of these buys in July, which made me really curious. So, we get the buy at 470, we get the buy at 709, 772. We also get a buy last week. So, for whoever was subscribed, that would have been a 50% run up, which is pretty amazing, just as of last week to this week. And if you did the buy, before the run up, you would have been up 200%, and that's just a normal buy. So, I'm glad that my strategy picked it up on the normal buy as well. I mean, yeah, we would have missed on the strong buy, but at least it's picking up something. Next one, ABCL. This one got a couple of strong buys. September 24, up 30%. June 25, last month, you would have picked this up 80% perfectly. That would have been a good 80% run return. TSLY, again, this is an ETF. This is probably a leveraged ETF of Tesla. I usually try to stay away from leveraged ETFs or even these type of option income ETFs because they can be volatile and um I don't know. I just don't see the potential of why I would play with this ETF rather than playing with the actual stock. But I might be wrong. So if you guys can give me some feedback of why you're into this, that'd be cool. I'd love to learn that. But either way, we did get a strong buy. October 2024, you would have been up 30%. And then obviously you had a big drop. We don't see any signal as of now. Next one, SHLD. Again, this is another ETF. You guys really like ETFs, eh? Um, this one, no strong buy, but again, same. I was curious, how will this do with just my normal buys? And if I go there, so yeah, we get a ton of normal buys. We hit one stop loss, but it's pretty small, only 8%. And then on average, we're getting around 20 to 25%. So I really like this play in terms of an ETF because most people they'd want to just dump their 10K or 20K on an ETF, leave it, and let it just ride and just get the dividends or whatever play they want to do. But you could also get the added benefit of following the signals and getting a 20% uh, capital profit, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, profit on each of those buys and getting your dividend. So I really like that play on this ETF. Next one is Oscar. Again, quite choppy trading action, lots of volatility, big candles. Um, Not something that you know you want to be pretty quick to get in and out for this one. But either way, we did get a strong buy just a couple of months ago. We've been up 60%, and no other strong buys as what I can see. And then the last one, Lilly, again same as I think Johnson and Johnson, big market cap. It's probably gonna move quite slow. I mean, even this big candle is only 10%, so um, but yeah, it's good in terms of if you want stability or your dividends. It's pretty high up near its all-time high, so I would expect the stock to come down a bit before actually picking up some momentum. We did get a strong buy, but it ended hitting our stop loss at 18%. At least that's what the backtest strategy would tell you. So yeah, those are all the 10 stocks. So hopefully it gave you some insights. But I guess the question you guys are probably wondering is there a signal this week? And yes, there is. On the 10 tickers that we're looking today, we do have a normal buy for these different tickers. Again, just want to reiterate the prices are stop buys. So we're waiting for the price to cross that so that it triggers our stop limit buy. You have your stop losses. We're putting pretty small position size, 1 to 3% of our portfolio. And yeah, these are the different stocks. Obviously, the disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Use your own research and it's your own money. So, uh, yeah, just be careful before you just blindly follow me. um, so the other thing that I added to my strategy was I wanted to see how we did overall in terms of all the trades. Looking back 200 bars, I think is what I look. So basically 200 weeks in the past and how we did. So we have basically the total number of trades, the total number of strong trades, the total number of buy trades, and then the win percentages. So basically, our win ratio is 66% of the trades of the strong buy were successful, and 47% of the normal buy trades were successful. And your strong buy return, so this would be adding up all the max return possible for each trade. You'd have been up 83% if you did all the strong buys, and you'd only be up 7% if you did all the buys. And so this is the list. So yeah, and Hood obviously is up there with the strong buys pushing it 939. And even if you just did the standard buys, you'd be up 500%. Now, obviously, there are some that are pretty bad. So, like run, even though we did get some good runs, the return sum wasn't that great for the normal buys. Anyways, so the last sticker that I want to go is something that we actually did. We put out a public post on it. Is Webull. With all the crypto buzz happening and Bitcoin booming, we think that this was, a good play. We put out publicly our buy limit. It was a standard buy, so we're not really confident of it. Obviously, put 1 to 3 with stop loss of 10.18. And, the stock's already reacting pretty good as of now. No guarantee where it'll go in the future, but as of this week, it's up 35% on the week, 17% on the day, and I think we're only up like 8 to 10%. But yeah, just curious where this goes. I'm curious your thoughts as well. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? There was someone who did comment, but yeah. So yeah, that's all the tickers. Some interesting names, a few familiar ones, and a couple I'll definitely be keeping an eye going forward. If your ticker didn't make it into this video, don't worry, we've got more coming. I'll post the Ticker Tuesday post every Tuesday, so you can always have a chance to post your ticker there. If you've enjoyed this breakdown and want to follow the journey, make sure to subscribe here on YouTube or head over to my website and subscribe to get full reports and updates. So yeah, this project has always been about learning and sharing what works. And if you've got thoughts, feedback, or even your own system, I'd love to hear from you too. So yeah, thanks again for being here, and I'll see you next week.